Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Latin. Welcome to my page. My page is my common sense. I try to keep it down in nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very fucking important. And I'm important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who just can't think outside the box. Though it's okay to think on cloud 9, do not go to cloud 18. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, or even fucking roast fest, you put it down below. Alright? It's monitored, screened, and approved. My videos are the only cringiest of them all because there's a method to my madness. Yes, indeed. But of course, since I'm comfortable being my true self rather than a liar like a lot of other guys, okay, I don't really put myself out there to be considered professional like the rest because them motherfuckers are the fake ones. Them motherfuckers don't have videos like I do. I've been on Pornhub, motherfuckers, and my dick ain't small. But I still love, I love fucking virgins. Virgin pussy is the best, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so we're gonna talk about two subjects this video. In my past, this video is gonna be talking about two things, okay? I make up things as I go along. I love used vaginas because they pay. Because I don't have sex with them with condoms or anything. I inspect it, okay, because if they pay me the correct way, because I'm a gynecologist, as a matter of fact, okay, a specialized gynecologist, as a matter of fact. And of course, I want you guys to understand a nympho, okay? So in my history, in my past, okay, you have to make sure you ask questions to individuals. There's a lot of guys on here on the YouTube who basically are just fake. Okay, they feed off and regurgitate other people's knowledge, but the original shit comes from here, so they get the information. If it sounds like something I can't say, then they're most likely biting off my shit because I got videos. If they don't got videos, there you go. You know, that's a problem right there. So, since I'm the prodigy that went to Ethiopia, I got videos of it. Since I'm the prodigy that actually was a fetish gigolo, and I got videos of it, okay? And of course, on fucking Pornhub too as well. And fetish gigolo, and I got paid, okay? And so I went to Ethiopia, laid with two women, menage a trois, and the whole shebang. Though it may not seem like it, looks can be fucking deceiving. And if I'm talking to you without a fucking script, think about it. I was raised in the 80s. Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy shit. I always was told to always be yourself, no matter how cringy you are, be yourself. Because if women don't appreciate who you are now, you're wasting your time. So, let me talk about these two subjects now. The first thing is nymphomania. Okay? And then the second thing I want to talk about is copycats and my experiences with women in the past. Okay? But that's all I want to say. Let's talk about nymphos, okay? Nymphos is just, there's a lot of nymphos out there. And the signs to understand of how to lock for all of the hundreds of women I've talked to, yes, because I was a past gigolo, right? So you have to understand that they have a tendency, because I know I make plenty of videos repeating myself over and over again. There's hint signs that you have to watch out for. Even in other countries, they have these hint telltale signs. The first thing is the eyes. Look at the eyes. If the eyes is fidgeting all over the place, and it seems to be more focused away from you, it could be a sign of slight shyness, but it's not. Okay, trust me. Trust me. If they're desperate, women have to be desperate in order to make sure themselves they present themselves pretty well. But if a female's too shy, she's most likely either a virgin or she's basically playing the shit out of you. Okay, just put it like that. Now in the middle, she may be fucking, and she may be basically thinking about other guys while she's talking to you. So you gotta be careful with that. So nymphos do have a pattern with them. They are not going to keep still. They will always be moving around, and I've encountered many of them. Even some female dykes, okay, and butches, okay. Trust me on that. And when you talk to them, they have a tendency to not, they wouldn't seem to be focused on you. They're going to be like aloof somewhere. Their eyes movement is what you should focus on. Their body movement. Bring them in public and you can see it even more. It comes out even more because their heads start turning towards cars. They'll follow cars. They'll start looking at certain, you can tell if a girl is really interesting you. This is why I don't deal with westernized women, developed countries, okay? Any country that has usually have a Kentucky Fried Chicken or a McDonald's. I talked to hundreds of Russians, babies, Barbados, Brazilians, and shit like that. But of course, I'm gonna tell you right now, they know how to. If Russian women, however, they won't act the same way as African women. African women would act the same way as the American black woman. Okay, all right. White women are more manipulative. Understand that. And I keep telling guys, I say, what's the difference between a white chick and a fucking black chick? White women are far more dangerous. They take more lives. And as a matter of fact, like I said before, we already understand that black on black crime is pretty high. Nobody gives a fuck when it comes to black on black crime. But what about a white on white crime? Think about it like that, goddammit. Because they don't advertise that shit on TV. You know, white people kill more white people in their own communities and shit like that, especially during the days of the fucking Italian mafia. But I'm getting off the subject now here. Nymphos usually have tattoos. They smoke cigarettes. They're social as fuck, social butterflies. They need to be out there. They need to be on that phone. If you take that phone, they will probably stab your ass. Now, I heard a story where this guy actually fucking killed his own daughter because he was a fucking crazed a game fanatic. Okay, watch out for fanatics. Fanatics are everywhere. I'm a fanatic because I'll kill your ass. Okay, and then nobody won't know where your body's at. Okay. Yeah, I'm joking, right? Okay, all right. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to say about dating a nympho. When you date a nympho, they will never be focused on you. They'll always be thinking about sex on the mind. They're getting horny. I remember talking to this one female said she got started getting wet. Now, though she's not a nympho and shit, and she doesn't like sex that much, she does have some fetishy type of ways. She told me she like her panties to be pulled to the side when she like to fuck. I said, hey, okay, whatever, each his own. But she's not a nympho, okay? Because nymphos will not always be around. If they're horny, they're not going to be around. If they're horny, they're not going to be around. Trust me, they're not going to be sitting there talking to you unless you're actually giving them dick every fucking second. Nymphos want it every fucking 5-10 minutes. I'm telling you this from experience because my first ex was a nympho. She told me she was a nympho too. She was a Muslim too. And you know how hypocritical those Muslim females be getting. But that's all I really want to say about nympho. Don't date a nympho. You can see the signs with the phone. The phone is a form of nymphomaniac now here. Tattoos, smoking cigarettes, fidgety eyes, flirt eyeballing. Okay. From my experiences, I'm gonna tell you, I see a lot of guys on here, right? And they copy and they starting to copy, but it's okay. I don't care about views. Okay. I tell people, do not. You can dislike all you fucking want. But I warned you and shit. I think it's better to go overseas. Even overseas, females who expose themselves too fast, they still got that shit over. I think it's a Lilith. I made a video about it called the Lilith Curse, the Lilith effect. Be careful. When they become westernized, they see how westernized women act, they become them. Okay, and then it's a disease. Okay, so be careful, you guys. Y'all are the victims, not the women. Women are now taking the men to court. Now these days, I just read a report where this woman took advantage of a sugar daddy now. So I made a video on that shit too. You better look, man. Y'all sugar daddies better look at the fuck out. Y'all guys be careful. When you go and they smell money, your ass is grass. If you ain't got no money, what can they do? They be wasting their motherfucking time, okay, right? Unless you gave them some good ass dick and shit, and they want that dick, and they be careful. We already told you, go overseas, stop fucking with those women. But I'm telling you, my experience is much higher than most of the guys that you may see on the internet. But you gotta pay attention and ask questions, you guys. And y'all women watching me, if you're not a virgin, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, okay. Hey, what can a woman do? You could get some things that you are in common with a man. Lots of men like to play video games, sports, and stuff, and that don't make them childish. You wearing a fucking purse and wearing nails and wearing fake hair is fucking childish. I made a video on that, women being the clown and shit. But you make a video on that on yourself. Okay, you can listen to this video and make a video on that. But other than that, as I said before, I talk about things other people don't talk about, and stay away from nymphos. I warned you. Okay, you'll see the signs. You can feel it. A man's intuition is strong, but if you're not thinking with your head instead of the head downstairs, you deserve what you get. This guy's still marrying women these days, man. I couldn't believe it. One of my friends, my associate friends, told me another friend he's still about to get married, and he got so mad. But he'll learn the hard way later on. He said, yeah, I should listen. It's too late. Don't get married. Okay? But other than that, when I was in Ethiopia, I didn't want to get married, but my voices told me to. But I had a plan, so now my wife has to pay. Okay, so that's a whole new ball game, and I talked about that too many times. When you bring them over, you gotta have a plan upon a plan upon a plan. What if she does this? What if she does that? What if she does that? You'll be safe, just like me. Be paranoid. Stay safe. Love you all, but I hate the many of you. Peace.